Good morning, YouTube, you sexy mama jammas. Today is now Monday, September 29th, 6:45 in the a.m. We just walked around on our pre-trip, and we are 46 miles away from delivery. I need to get a little bit of splash of fuel before I get there, but I'm not going to get it here at the 1.9 because there's no discount. It's 3.45. There's a Love's between here and there, and 27 miles. I'm going to stop here and just get about 20-30 gallons and grab breakfast while I'm there, and then head the rest of the way on. And then figure out filling up from there. So I remember I was saying I had to go to Hillsdale for my next. No, I got to go back to Charlotte for my next trip. I got confused from what I booked versus what I was looking at. Anyhow, let's get this load delivered at 8 a.m. and see what the trucker world has in store for us today, shall we? Thanks for being here, y'all. Really appreciate it.
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big blues humming, ready to run.
Alright, so we did stop there at the Love's. We got 18 gallons of fuel. Why 18? Well, a couple reasons. One is that's pretty much all we needed. And two, that's all the fuel money I had left on my card. Because if you don't know, the way the fuel discount works for us is whatever the pump price is what you're initially charged, and then the discount comes off your final total off of the card on the back end. So let's say I get fuel for $3 a gallon. 100 gallons will be $300. That's all I paid. But if the pump says $4 a gallon, I'm initially charged at $400 at the pump, and the deduction comes off after. And something that I learned that some of y'all may not know is when you're with a company, fuel discount isn't really like you can't use your own card to use the company's fuel discount, like your own debit card or whatever. Your discount comes from the EFS card that they provide you. So I was like, I just, instead of using their card, I mean, granted, Mercer doesn't charge a fee to use their card or anything, but outside of transferring, that's not a Mercer fee, that's a EFS fee. Yeah, maybe something that some of y'all didn't know how the fuel discounts work. You're initially charged the full $400, but once it's deducted off of your account in the EFS account, it will. That's when that shows you how much you saved and how much you actually paid per gallon and all that crap. We're about 1.8 miles away from where we got to go. Oh, and I also got something that Loves. I also got some Monsters and breakfast. Remember those sausage, egg, and cheese waffle sandwiches I used to get all the time? Yeah, that's what I got today. Haven't had them in a while. Actually, over the past week I've got them a couple times, but I haven't, up until then, I haven't had them in a while. So, yeah, they're still good. Now, the ones today, though, didn't taste quite as mapley as I remember. Either they changed the recipe or just that location just had some bad ones. I don't know. I'll try them again at one point. We got to turn left up here, and then we're pretty much about a mile from it. And it's right now it's 7:52. We should be pulling in at about 7:55. Stoplight, stoplight, stoplight. We got to turn left. And then up here on the right, 3140 Shenandoah Avenue Northwest. This place called Southern Refrigeration Corporation, or shorthand Southern Refrig Corp. We gotta turn right on to 31st Street. This is 36th Street and Beach Street. Not this turn, but the next turn, possibly. Right there where that SUV went in. Yep, right here is where it says Southern Refrigerator 3140. That's us. Swing wide, baby. Stay off the curb. Here we go. Come right here to the back is where the truck entrance is, according to Trucker Path. Trucker Path, Trucker Path. Oh, there's the docks right there. So I guess I'm just gonna hang out right here in the road. Because I don't know. I gotta go find check-in. All right, so when we pulled up, you saw those docks to the left. That's the actual building, but he had me dock into the dock over here on the right. Which was a lot easier back than it would have been. But this guy here, he's scaring me. He's scaring me. I don't know what he's doing. I may have to get out and help him, even though he won't be able to understand a damn thing I'm saying. Screw it. I don't care. Fail. Cause all the damage in the world. It's not my truck. All right. 8:45. We were unloaded. He just brought me my signed BOL. We just uploaded the file. Let's just do a departure. And turn it up. And submit. Hold up. Okay, that confused me for a second. Alright, so refresh. That load is now completed. Now, let's go. Put in our next order. We still got to pull out the dock and shut the doors, but we're going to go ahead and put our address in for our next one. 3700 Display Drive, which is International Paper, Charlotte, North Kakalaki. Yep. 204 miles from here. About 3 hours and 20 minutes. Straight down 77, it's off 485, okay. So we should be there around noon-ish. Our window is till window is until 14:30. All right, we should be good. Let's do this. Let's do this. Submit. Now let's talk about fuel real quick. Or let's look into fuel real quick. What is the cheapest along our routes? Let's do search for fuel, nope, not search nearby. Back, search along route. Charlotte, North Kakalaki, current location, search. Hey, Mr. Averett, get out of my way so I can close my doors. The Love's 95 miles from here. Is the cheapest along the route in Lambsburg, Virginia. All right, I guess we'll fill everything up there. All right, cool. Let's get to getting. Well, I brought you up Fancy Gap yesterday. Might as well take you down Fancy Gap today.
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big blues humming, ready to run. No stacks, no shine, just steady and true. Rolling proud in that deep blue hue. Daylight miles, the highway calls. I was born to chase it all. Sunrise and steel, that's how I ride. Rolling strong with the morning sky. From the hills to the county lines, chasing white lines in the daylight shine. Big blue hums and the world feels right. I was made for driving in the light. "2024 built to last. Smooth and clean, he's built for fast. Hands on the wheel, I hold it tight. No scars, just skill, it's a driver's right. Hammer down, let the engine sing. Hear that roll beneath me ring. Sunrise and steel, that's how I ride. Rolling strong with the morning sky. From the hills to the county lines, chasing white lines in the daylight shine. Big blue homes and the world feels right. I was made for driving in the light. 2024 built to last. Smooth and clean, he's built for fast. Hands on the wheel, I hold it tight. No scars, just skill, it's a driver's right. Hammer down, let the engine sing. Hear that roll beneath me ring. Sunrise and steel, that's how I ride. Rolling strong with the morning sky. From the hills to the county lines, chasing white lines in the daylight shine. Big blue homes and the world feels right. I was made for driving in the light. Sunrise and steel, that's my life. No shadow roads, just the sun and this heavy load. Every mile is fresh and new. Me and Big Blue pushing through. Sunrise and steel, that's my life. That's my life.
All right, so we stopped here in Mount Airy at the Flying J off of exit 100. The truck stop I told you about, it used to be it was a Flying J fuel stop, but it was an actual old school truck stop, had a nice diner in there. And then at some point, about a year and a half or 2 years ago, Flying J just did a full patch over. I had to go. I had to go use the restroom bad, so that's why I stopped. While I was in there, I mean, I got water, Monsters, and Sprite Zeros here, but I wanted an orange juice, so I got an orange juice. Actually, I got 2 orange juices. But I've been looking for a microphone for a while now. I haven't found one. Voila, finally got it. This is the Chrome edition, which is about twice as much as the other edition. I think it's like $53. The other one was like, the classic edition was like $28, $29. And on Amazon, this Chrome edition was like $37 or something, so whatever. Paid $54 for this thing. Now, I'm probably not going to notice a difference. It's just people who hear me is going to notice a difference. And I'm going from the spiral to the... Yeah, all I need is another damn cord hanging in my damn way, right? So I got charging cables and all that crap all over my place, as it is. Now we're going to have this long-ass dangly thing to deal with. Maybe. Might not be too horrible. A-static chromed out. Let's unscrew this one. All right, that's unscrewed. Pull it out. There we go. Pull it out. If you look on the pin here, you can't. It's a 4-pin. You can't get it wrong because it's got a little notch here on the bottom. That's the only way you can plug it in. Just line up that notch. So just kind of put it in and rotate until it don't rotate no more. Push it all the way in. And then screw on the thingamabobber to screw it down. I'm contorting my wrist around from behind the tablet. Get my fingers on that thing. That should be good enough. Now, pull that off of the old one and put it on the new one. Tighten her down, and voila. She's hanging. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Turn it on, make sure I'm not squeaking. All right, yeah. Squelch went all the way down, all the way in. Can I get a mic check? Mic check.
I got you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, somebody answered me. So this will go into my, up there in my tech box again with the rest of my stuff. All right, I'm not gonna get fuel here. I mean, it's only 4 cents cheaper at Love's, 7 miles down the road. Maybe I will get fuel here. I'm gonna go ahead, yeah, I'm just gonna fill up here. I'm gonna fill up fuel here, fill it all up. Well, no, I'll get about 5 gallons. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up here, and then we'll head on down the way. We'll be there about 1 now. I done blew too much time here, so we'll be on site about 1 o'clock. If we get through Charlotte traffic, okay. All right, let's go. All right, we just got off our exit off of 485 in Charlotte. Lost about 32 minutes back in that express lane crap. We didn't go downtown Charlotte. We got off before then, but all that express lane crap starts about 30 miles, extends about 30 miles outside of Charlotte, up, what's that, Mooresville and all that crap. So we're a couple miles away. We just got off the exit. It is now 1:02 in the PM. Trucker Pass says my ETA is 1:07. Like I said, and my window is open until 14:30, so kind of just got here. But we did get fuel back there. We didn't fill up completely because the pumps were just going so damn slow. So I got like a total of like 70 gallons and like 5 gallons of DEF. I was going to fill up, but I got tired of waiting for the daggone diesel to pump. There wasn't no high flow diesel. We got to turn left up here in about a mile. So let's go ahead and get over in the left lane. Get over when you can, instead of waiting to the last damn second and trying to get over. Oh, that's a turn only lane anyway. Okay. Look at that. So we're going to Charlotte Retail International Paper Company. Yeah, this is a paper load. I think it said it's about 30,000. Yeah, 30,513 pounds estimated. Not sure what type of paper products we're getting, but it's going to Walmart, maybe paper plates or something. We'll find out when we get there. I'm going to try. This load isn't scheduled to be delivered until 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Today is Monday. It's 1 o'clock. If we can get out of there by 2, that's pushing it. Or even 3. I mean, I still got about 4 or 5 hours left to drive, I think. I can get 300 miles. But hell, we got to go back up Fancy Gap. I could probably get into Ohio, but I'm thinking about, I know it's Walmart, and I remember with Schneider, Walmart deliveries are very, very strict and specific. I don't know if that's just a Schneider rule or a Walmart altogether. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the route, and I'm going to see if I happen to make it tomorrow. I'm just going to pop up and say, hey, surprise, I got delivery. And see if they take me. Probably won't. I talked to a couple of people. They was like, Walmart's usually pretty strict. But the problem is, it's a live unload. I would much rather get it off me tomorrow so I can get something for Wednesday morning versus waiting till Wednesday morning for my unload and trying to book a load after that, because I'm probably going to be there at least 4 hours. That's just the way Walmart does. I didn't realize this was a Walmart load until after it got assigned to me, because when you book the unconfirmed load, you don't see the details until it's confirmed. I may have gave it back or not even bid on it to begin with if I knew it was a Walmart live, because I don't want to be. Like if I try to book a load, which I'm looking at, it's going to Houston near the Chicago area on Wednesday, but it's at 2 o'clock. It's a 1,400 pickup. It's about an hour and a half deadhead. Now I could do that, but it's all dependent on the Walmart unload. We got to turn left on the Westinghouse Commons. Almost that's where that bus is turning. Westinghouse Commons Drive. Yeah, almost says right up here where that truck's coming out. We got a bus, make a left, and we got a bus to the left. And it's right there on the left. Probably not. So we'll turn left here into West Lake. Then we want to turn left where that truck's coming out. That's Westlake Drive. It's supposed to be. And it is. Okay. And we go go down around the half curve, and it should be up here on our left. 3700. Display drive. Is this all 3700? Or this ain't even actually the display drive. This is just this is Westlake Drive. That's all SSI Schaefer. Whatever that is. Even to the left is SFI Schaefer. We continue going around. The red's going to curve to the right. Pretty long curve. And then as we come out of it, we should be making a left. Mercer is that building. Make a left here on the display drive right here. And then we should dead end right into Charlotte Retail. Display drive, yep. Turn left. International Paper, yep. 3700 display drive. Retail display and packaging. Oh, they got a gate. Or they got a guard shack. So let's see what happens here at the guard shack. This. And so attention riders, follow signs to associate drop-off pickup area. Let's just say, please follow directional signs to shipping or receiving. Bigger, okay. Please follow directional signs of shipping or receiving. Okay, let's follow to shipping. So let's find our shipping sign. That's one way to the right, we know that much. All trucks to the right. You gotta read signs, people. Visitor shipping, all that good stuff. One way, keep going. Shipping and receiving, arrow says straight ahead. 10 mile an hour, people, 10 mile an hour. We got you. This is what it's like when you've never been somewhere. You just gotta figure it out. And this place is actually signed pretty well, so they did a good job to make it simple. What we gotta do now is find the office, the shipping office. And it's probably those steps right there. Truck route, shipping, docks 1 through 37. I would say those steps there to the left. Yep, it's got a big arrow right there, shipping on the right in the grass. And then I say we just stay here to the right. We'll pull in right here. We'll walk in that door to the left. And we will see what it do, baby. Yeah, at 1:12 in the PM. All right. Slide. Signed in. I go to this dock 9. Sliding my tendons right now. Get to the dock 9, which is right there beside of the door, the shipping door. Then I gotta disconnect the red line. And then I gotta go inside, back in there, the break room, and wait in there while they ship, or while they load me. like, what? Why the hell you have me disconnected in? Well, I know why, but I had a truck pull up behind me, so I couldn't back up there, so I'm backing up, pulling over, and we'll back up, and we'll get in line for door 9. Right there, that cone's my marker. Cone right there is my marker. Well, the box truck's kind of in my way and taking a lot of my room away from me. There we go, get out the way. Now we're pivoting. Pivot, pivot, pivot. And I'm gonna bring the trailer over that much a little bit. Now we want to go. Shift it over. Small movements. Let's get it back over the other way. Don't want it to dock too hard. Not perfectly straight yet, so let me get back over here. Yank. Straight. Should be good. Yep. Right there. Well, perfect. Alright, we got somebody at the door there waiting on me. Perfect in line with the paint. Easy peasy. Got to go straight. And in like planned. All right, we gotta go back into the break room and hang out there for a couple hours. All right, so we're out here looking. We're in the dock now, getting loaded here in the paper company. I'm gonna take a closer look at this. Someone said I'm sure it wasn't leaking from the top somewhere. I'm not sure of anything, but I don't see any residue around there. Maybe something there. I'm glad this ain't off the air intake. But I can't get an angle behind it. I wonder if I do something like this, that'll give some sort of view. I don't know, but I know when I, like, it's like, the gunk is pretty much not come back since I wiped it. Oh, sorry. See? Oh no, now that it's wiped off completely, we'll check it again later and just see how it is. I don't know. But I'm gonna go back and look at this clip, see if I got any closer footage. don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. All right, 2:50 in the PM. Just got back in the truck, letting the air up. We'll pull out, slide tandems, lock the door, and head north. It's raining, so now I'm getting all wet. Sucks. Hate getting rained on. I might melt because I'm so sweet. Or just float on down the shit creek. All right, we are out of the place. We're getting back to the highway, and we're going to head north. We got 5 hours to run, but we're not going to run it all. It's 3:16 right now. We'll probably go I'm gonna knock a couple 100 miles off, and I can knock the rest of it off tomorrow if I decide to. I just chatting with someone through my Facebook Messenger from the group. He's thinking about switching over to dry van. He saw some of my videos, and particularly the numbers video. And he's got injured recently, and he's thinking about going over to dry van. And he's kind of curious, about the numbers and all that, because he's still beat up. He's still recovering. He can't really recover very well because he's out there doing flat and strapping and loading and tarping and all that shit. So he's considering going over to van. He was asking me some questions, and and which is what triggered this little segment here is what I like about Mercer is, and I'm sure it's not just Mercer, it's everywhere, or it's anywhere, I guess, but you can make as much or as little as you want, basically. I mean, you may sacrifice, if you want a high grossing month or week or whatever, you're going to have to accept a lower CPM or RPM, either way, and log more miles. If you want to just kind of, run soft that week, then run enough to pay whatever you need to be paid and just run when you want to run. Run where you want to run. You could choose to do that. It just really depends on what all your motivation is. And, for me, the last couple of weeks, I got sick that first week. I'm still, like I said, not better, but the second week, I just kind of got lost, and I really didn't feel like I was in a rush or forced to take some crap load just to get out of where I was. I was even trying to daisy chain some things around to make it kind of mathematically work. I was just refusing to do that. So when I want to work hard and I want a big week, it's possible. If I want to just nonchalantly just grab a load here and there, it's possible. Now, would I like there be more freight options under Mercer's name? For sure. But you also have options to where you can call an agent and say, hey, I see this load on the load board out here, why don't you grab it for me? That would be a lot easier if they would supply us a list of brokers that they currently deal with versus going through the entire process and then to find out, oh, we're not set up with them. So we just wasted that much time, right? It would be nice if Mercer would supply us a list of approved brokers that they work with so we can search for those brokers' loads on the public spot market load boards, if we don't find anything already in the Mercer board, right? I don't know if anybody's ever mentioned that to Mercer or not, but I mean, I haven't. Maybe I will. I'll contact contract relations, say, hey, here's a suggestion for you. Here's a tip box. Give us drivers some more tools to be more successful. And it's not like we don't have tools as it is, but when you can't think of everything at once, right? Nobody can. You don't really come across it until you're in that situation like, hey, this would be very, very useful. But I like it here at Mercer. I do. Run how you want. Run as hard as you want. Run as slow as you want. Dry van or flatbed side, doesn't matter. Just do you, boo-boo. Whatever you need. Even with a truck payment. even with the truck, even with the SFI payment. I mean, all you really got to gross is $5K, honestly. So I'm doing about $300 a week in my fixed expenses out of Mercer, and I'm doing about 1,000 or so a week in fuel. So that's what, 23, 24. That's not right, because I've been netting more than that. I haven't looked at the numbers since I did that last video, just for y'all guys. I don't look at numbers, y'all. I don't look at numbers. I don't look at miles. I look at the rate of the trip. Because I mean, even after my SFI deduction, I've been netting. This is before taxes. I say net. I'm talking about after all deductions, after all payments. Netting 22 to 25. I mean, so it's like not take home, but I got taxes still. But even after the 1501.18 SFI deduction that I'm doing right now, there's a reason it's that high. It's because I choose that. I got a plan, which I haven't talked to y'all about, but that's my deduction every Friday. 1501.18. 1251.18 is my truck payment in MMA. There's an additional $250 that I'm throwing in there every week. I don't know, just something to think about. I like it here. Good people. Workable loads. Not perfect. Nobody's perfect. At all. None. Zilch. Although I watch KO. He sounds like he's doing a hell of a job over there at the Star. Oh, Lord, we're about to get in this mess. 485 around Charlotte. At least we're not going downtown Charlotte, but even the bypass is going to be a pain in the ass. 485 will go up about 15, 20 miles. We'll get on 77 north and go about another 10, 15 miles beyond that and finally get out of that bullshit expressway lane crap and just be on our way. Somebody asked me, why do I keep looking to my right? But I'm sometimes like this, I'm keeping an eye on my trailer, y'all. I'm going around a right-hand curve or a right-hand turn of some sort. You got to keep an eye on your trailer. Remember, you're driving your trailer. You're not driving your truck. You're driving your trailer. Truck's the easy part. You got to make sure that trailer don't hit anything. You don't want to hit a curb. You don't want to hit a sign. You don't want to hit a light pole. You don't want to hit nothing. And if you are ever going to hit a curb, do not swipe it. Run over it. If you know you're going to hit a curb, you want to run over it with your full treads, not from the side, because depending on your weight, you can pinch that rubber up against the rim, pop it. And if you're going to run over the curb too, go slow, because if you go to it too hard, then the impact is going to bend the rim. And then same problem, pop the tire, bend the rim, lose air, whatever. If you have to run over a curb, make sure you run over it with the tread, not swipe it on the sides. This little headache saving technique, and idiots. So anyway, let me focus on all this bullshit, because I got idiots all around me trying to speed up with a broke down truck in the lane. You gonna get the fuck over? You stupid son of a bitch. Yeah, you're a stupid son of a bitch. Yes, you are. You're a stupid son of a bitch. Alright. Y'all about to see some rage country. Y'all don't want that. What time was I loaded? 3 o'clock? I left out of that place about 3:15. Just mind you, when I got back on the bypass, I only had 18 miles to get to 77. So when I got back on 77, I was at mile marker 19. And I am currently at mile marker, I don't freaking know. All I know is what you see in front of me is all I've been dealing with. 3 and 4 mile an hour. It is now 5:10, and I have barely driven maybe 40 miles. I'm Waiting for a mile marker sign to pop up. Yeah, I've lost about 2 hours in this bullshit. So I'm probably just going to go to Fancy Gap or mile marker one, where I stopped today and got fuel, and I found this microphone. I'm probably going to stop there at the Flying J. It's mile marker 100, where 74 and 77 intersect, split off, whatever, and try to find a spot there and stay there tonight, which puts me a hell of a lot further away from where I want to be than I wanted to be. So I'm going to have a long ass day tomorrow, and then still have a little bit of run Wednesday morning. So this is brutal. It's brutal. I hate this whole area. 77 through North Carolina, or north of Charlotte, sucks ass. It just sucks. Still haven't seen a mile marker sign. I don't know, but I bet I barely went 40 miles. The initial 18, and then maybe 20 on 77. I don't know. It sucks. Well, let's get back down below 7 mile an hour again. I mean, there's been a couple wrecks on the shoulders, but most of it was construction and that daggone express lane interchange loop-de-loop crap. All the days on the road like this are just horrible. I got like 3.5 hours left. I could drive. Plan on using. I might not even make it to 100. Where am I at right now? Let me bring up the. Oh, I know where I'm at. I'm 3 miles from mile marker 42. So I'm at 38, 39 right now. So 20. Yeah, 40 miles. 40 miles is all I've driven in 2 hours. Right after that bullshit delay, we stopped at Statesville at 6 o'clock now. We lost a total about 2.5 hours of that crap. Ruined my plan, ruined my day. So I'll have a long day tomorrow. I'm at Statesville Loves, right off of 40. 77 and 40 interchange. Get off 40, go east about a mile, and off that exit there. That's where I'm at. We'll stay here tonight and do a long day tomorrow. And good thing for us is we're crossing over into Central Time, so we get an hour to help us for delivery at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Yeah, we're about 700 and some miles still to go, so we're not going to cover all that tomorrow. Whatever. It is what it is, but I stopped here at Lowe's. They got a Chester's. They got a 4-piece chicken thigh dinner. I got some potato wedges, and I got 2 biscuits. That's my dinner. I'm going to eat my dinner, edit this video, and then I'm going to lay back. I'm just going to lay back and relax. It's just been a mental crap, messed up day. So thanks for being here, y'all. Appreciate all the support, like always. Y'all have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow.